Have you ever wondered what it truly means to meet your twin flame? Not just in the romanticized sense, not just the spiritual meme floating around social media, but in the deep, soul-stirring, almost unsettling way that shakes the foundations of your inner world? And more importantly, have you ever asked yourself what happens after your inner child is healed? Do you still need your twin flame to feel whole? Or do they take on an entirely new role? One that might surprise you. Let me take you on a journey. One that begins not with your twin flame, but with you. Imagine a young woman, let's call her Mia. Mia grew up seeking approval, often feeling unseen, unheard, and somehow not enough. These feelings, leftover fragments from her childhood, shaped her relationships, her choices, and the way she approached love. Then she meets her twin flame. Everything feels magnetic, intense, overwhelming. There are moments of pure connection, where she feels like she's finally understood. But there are also moments of unbearable pain, moments where old wounds, long suppressed, flare up. She's no longer just feeling her childhood loneliness, she's projecting it onto her twin flame. Suddenly, the person who is supposed to feel like home also becomes a mirror of all her unresolved fears. And here's the question that might shock you. What if the reason twin flames can feel so excruciatingly intense is because your inner child is still asking for healing? When we are still carrying childhood wounds, abandonment, neglect, criticism, or lack of validation, we unconsciously look for someone outside ourselves to fill the gaps. The twin flame in all their glory becomes the perfect candidate. They are magnetically drawn to us, reflecting back our deepest desires, but also holding up that unhealed pain like a mirror. You might find yourself asking, do they love me enough? Am I enough for them? Will they leave me? Every glance, every word, every absence or delay becomes a trigger. Dependency forms, and before long, the relationship feels less like love and more like survival. An emotional roller coaster fueled by your inner child's unmet needs. Now imagine something radically different. Imagine that Mia embarks on the journey to heal her inner child. She learns to recognize the voice of the wounded child within. Those old messages of "I'm not enough," or "I must earn love to deserve it." She begins to soothe herself, validate herself, and offer the love she was missing as a child. Slowly, she builds a foundation of self-worth that doesn't depend on anyone else's approval. She starts to see that the missing piece has never truly been her twin flame. It's been within her all along. Here's where the real magic begins. When your inner child is healed, your relationship with your twin flame transforms completely. That intense neediness, that fear of abandonment, that desperate craving for validation, they dissolve. Suddenly, your twin flame is no longer the source of your emotional survival. Instead, they become a companion on a journey of mutual growth. They are no longer your cure, no longer the one person who determines whether you feel whole. And yet, paradoxically, the connection often feels even deeper, more expansive, and more beautiful than before. Let's pause for a moment and ask a question that might feel uncomfortable. Do we actually love our twin flame? Or are we still chasing a version of ourselves we never had as a child? Think about it. How often do we interpret their words, actions, or silences through the lens of our own inner wounds? Every perceived slight feels monumental. Every moment of distance triggers panic. But when the inner child is healed, those reactions shift. You might still feel love, still feel desire and connection, but it comes from a place of freedom, not desperation. You're engaging with the person they truly are, not the reflection of your unmet needs. And this is the hook, the reason this opening moment is so crucial for your journey. The question of your twin flame's role after inner child healing is not just theoretical. It goes to the heart of emotional liberation. It challenges the very framework most people use to understand love. Most people believe that finding the right partner will heal them. Most people believe that their twin flame exists to complete them. But what if the truth is the opposite? What if your twin flame exists to reflect, to challenge, to illuminate, but the true healing, the real sense of wholeness, must come from within first? Let me give you another example. Picture Alex, a man who had been searching for years for someone to make him feel secure. He finally meets his twin flame, and initially, the connection feels everything he's been missing. Passion, understanding, synchronicity. But old insecurities creep in. He worries constantly. Are they going to leave me? Do they really understand me? Am I lovable? The intensity is overwhelming, and instead of feeling uplifted, Alex often feels drained. His love, though deep, is tangled in a web of unhealed trauma. Then Alex begins his inner child healing work. He learns to sit with his fear without running from it, to reassure himself rather than seeking reassurance from another, to hold his own hand when the world feels uncertain. And as he heals, something astonishing happens. The same twin flame who once triggered anxiety now becomes a source of joy, inspiration, and growth. Not because the other person changed, but because Alex changed. He no longer clings. He no longer fears. He loves freely, consciously, intentionally. And suddenly the relationship feels lighter, brighter, and infinitely more profound. This is the paradox. When your inner child is healed, the twin flame's role is no longer to fill a void. They become a choice, not a necessity. They become a reflection of the conscious, self-aware love that you already hold. And this, dear viewer, is the journey we're going to explore in this series. The evolution from dependency to sovereignty, from pain to conscious love, from projection to authentic connection. By the end of this video, you'll start to see your twin flame in a completely new light. You'll understand why healing your inner child is the key to not just surviving a twin flame connection, but thriving in it. And you'll begin to ask yourself a crucial question. If I am already whole, what role does my twin flame really play in my life? So stay with me. Over the next series of videos, we'll unpack this journey layer by layer. We'll explore the subtle signs that your inner child is still influencing your twin flame experiences, the steps to reclaiming your emotional sovereignty, and the breathtaking transformation that occurs when you meet your twin flame as a whole, healed adult. And here's the first takeaway I want you to hold on to. The intensity, the drama, the obsession. It's not because twin flames are hard to love. It's because your inner child is asking for love in ways that your adult self hasn't yet learned to give. Healing that child doesn't just change your relationship with yourself. It fundamentally transforms every connection you have, including your twin flame. Ask yourself this right now. Am I still seeking love from my twin flame to feel complete? Or am I ready to love freely with clarity and freedom? The answer will determine not only how you see your twin flame, but how you see yourself. And this, dear viewer, is where our journey begins. Before we can truly understand the role of a twin flame after inner child healing, we need to first meet the part of ourselves that often goes unnoticed, ignored, or even suppressed. This is what psychologists, spiritual teachers, and self-healing experts call the inner child. But what exactly is the inner child, and why does it hold the key to every relationship we ever have, including the intense, sometimes overwhelming connection with a twin flame? The inner child is not a metaphorical figure meant to be taken lightly. It is the living, breathing emotional imprint of your early years. It carries all the experiences, memories, fears, and unmet needs from childhood. Every moment of neglect, every criticism whispered or shouted, every time you felt unseen or unworthy, those moments become encoded in your inner child. This child is a part of you, but unlike your adult self, it is raw, unfiltered, and deeply vulnerable. Consider this. Imagine a little boy named Ethan. Ethan grew up in a home where love was conditional. When he succeeded, he was praised. When he failed, he felt rejected or ignored. As a result, young Ethan learned an unspoken rule. I must earn love. I must perform to be worthy. He carried that belief into adulthood, often without realizing it. Fast forward 20 years, and Ethan meets his twin flame. The connection feels electric, magnetic, almost too good to be true, but something keeps nagging at him. Why does he feel anxious when they don't text back? Why does he feel less than when he perceives a slight? The answer is not in his twin flame. It's in Ethan's inner child. That little boy inside him is still holding on to the old fear that he is not enough, that love must be earned. This is why understanding the inner child is critical. It explains why relationships, especially those as intense as a twin flame union, can trigger deep emotional responses. The wounds from childhood are not healed automatically simply by falling in love. In fact, the more intense the connection, the more likely these wounds will surface. Twin flames have a unique way of reflecting back our deepest unmet needs. They are like mirrors held up to our souls, showing us exactly what we have yet to reconcile within ourselves. The inner child is also where your core emotional patterns originate. Have you ever noticed how certain situations or words can make you feel disproportionately hurt, angry, or fearful? That is your inner child speaking. Perhaps it's a tone of voice, a glance, or a seemingly innocent comment that triggers an intense emotional response. It isn't about the other person. It's about unresolved feelings stored in that inner, vulnerable self. Here's an example. Consider a woman named Sophia. Sophia always felt invisible growing up. She craved attention and validation from her parents, but they were often too busy or emotionally unavailable. As an adult, she finds herself constantly seeking approval from her twin flame, anxiously analyzing every text and every interaction. When he doesn't reply immediately, she panics. When he gives her space, she interprets it as rejection. Sophia's adult self thinks she is reacting to him, but in reality, her inner child is still screaming for the attention and validation she never received. This is the beauty and the challenge of inner child work. Once we understand this concept, we realize that the problems in our relationships are not really about the other person. They are about the unmet needs of our inner younger self. Until those needs are addressed, we will continue to project them onto others, expecting someone else, our twin flame, our partner, or even friends, to fill the void. Now you might be wondering, how do I know if my inner child is still influencing me? There are some clear signs. 1. Emotional overreactions. You feel intense emotions disproportionate to the situation. 2. Dependency. You rely on others for validation, self-worth, or emotional stability. 3. Fear of abandonment. You feel panic, jealousy, or insecurity when someone important to you withdraws. 4. Repeating patterns. You find yourself in similar unhealthy dynamics repeatedly. All of these signs point to the same source: an inner child that has not been fully heard, acknowledged, or healed. But here's the empowering truth. The inner child can also be the gateway to freedom, authenticity, and profound emotional resilience. By reconnecting with this part of yourself, listening to its needs, and offering the love and validation it missed, you begin to reclaim your power. Suddenly, you are no longer at the mercy of external circumstances or other people's actions. You start to experience relationships, not just with a twin flame but with everyone, as a choice, not a necessity. Let's bring it back to twin flames. Why does this matter so much? Because twin flame connections are often catalytic. They intensify what is already inside us. When the inner child is wounded, a twin flame can trigger deep pain, old fears, and insecurities. But when the inner child is nurtured and healed, the same connection can feel expansive, joyful, and transformative in ways that go beyond the ordinary. Here's another illustration. Imagine a couple, Ava and Liam. Before Ava healed her inner child, every disagreement with Liam felt catastrophic. She feared that every conflict meant he might leave, that every pause in communication meant he didn't care. After months of inner child work, learning to soothe herself, to give herself the reassurance she once sought externally, she notices something remarkable. The same conflicts now become opportunities for dialogue, understanding, and growth. The intensity is still there, yes, but now it is conscious, not reactive. Her inner child is no longer in pain, so she experiences love with clarity and choice. This leads us to an important point. The inner child is not something to get rid of. It is not a weakness. It is not something shameful. On the contrary, it is a sacred part of your humanity. It is tender, innocent, and deeply connected to your capacity for empathy, joy, and unconditional love. Healing your inner child does not mean suppressing your emotions or becoming rigidly self-reliant. It means embracing this part of yourself fully, giving it the love it needed, and integrating it into your adult self. And here's the question that frames the rest of this journey. If you have healed your inner child, what role does your twin flame play? Are they still your savior? Your source of validation? Or do they become something else entirely? A partner, a mirror, a co-traveler on the path of mutual growth? In this video series, we will explore exactly that transformation. We will show how healing your inner child shifts the dynamic from desperation to freedom, from projection to authentic connection. You will learn how to recognize when your emotions are coming from unresolved childhood wounds, how to nurture that inner self, and how this process changes the very nature of your twin flame relationship. By understanding your inner child, you begin to see your twin flame not as a lifeline, but as a reflection of the love, wholeness, and presence that already exists within you. And this shift, from seeking outside to nurturing inside, is the cornerstone of conscious, mature love. So take a deep breath, dear viewer. Acknowledge that part of you that has been waiting all these years. It's okay that your inner child needed love, attention, and validation. It's okay that you're still learning. And it's even more powerful to realize that by healing this child, you are laying the foundation for love that is not only free of suffering but profoundly transformative. Because the truth is, the inner child you heal today is the adult you will thank tomorrow. And in that transformation lies the answer to the ultimate question. After healing your inner child, does your twin flame still hold the same power over you? Spoiler alert. They do, but in a completely new and liberating way, which we'll explore in the next parts of this series. Now that we have introduced the concept of the inner child, let's talk about something crucial. How this unhealed part of you can influence the way you see your twin flame. This is where many people get stuck, trapped in cycles of dependency, emotional turmoil, and unconscious projection. The moment we meet a twin flame while our inner child is still carrying old wounds, the person we are with often becomes a mirror, reflecting not just our potential for love, but the parts of ourselves that are unresolved and aching for attention. Let me paint you a picture. Imagine a man named Daniel. Daniel grew up in a household where affection was scarce. Praise was rare, and criticism came freely. He learned early on that love had to be earned, not freely given. Fast forward to adulthood, and Daniel meets his twin flame. The connection is intense, electric, almost overwhelming. On the surface, it feels like true love. But underneath, Daniel's unhealed inner child begins to influence every interaction. He finds himself overanalyzing texts, worrying about every slight, panicking when his twin flame is unavailable. His need for constant reassurance is not about the adult in him. It's the little boy inside, still seeking the validation he never received. This is the essence of the old pattern. Your twin flame becomes a stand-in for the parent, the caregiver, or the source of approval you never had. Suddenly, your romantic partner isn't just your lover. They are your emotional caretaker, your source of security, and sometimes unknowingly, your authority figure. This dynamic can make the connection feel intense, addictive, and almost unavoidable. You might find yourself thinking, if they truly loved me, I wouldn't feel this pain. If they left, I'd be lost. But here's the truth. The intensity comes from within, not from them. When the inner child is still wounded, projection happens almost automatically. You project your unmet needs onto your twin flame. You unconsciously demand that they heal what you have yet to heal within yourself. Every perceived slight triggers the old pain. Fear of abandonment, feelings of inadequacy, jealousy, and even rage. What starts as love quickly becomes entangled with old patterns of longing and fear. Let's look at another example, Sophia, whom we briefly met earlier. Before her inner child healing, Sophia's twin flame wasn't just a lover. He was a reflection of everything she felt she lacked. Attention, validation, reassurance, and love. She didn't even realize it at first. Every text message delayed, every miscommunication, every moment of distance, felt like rejection. Her emotional reactions were magnified not because of him, but because of the child inside her, still desperate to feel safe and loved. Sophia's adult mind thought she was reacting to him, but in reality, she was responding to the echoes of her past. This is why so many twin flame relationships feel like emotional roller coasters. The intensity, the push and pull, the elation followed by despair. It is not because the connection is inherently hard, or because your twin flame is doing something wrong. It's because the unhealed inner child is still dictating how you experience love, attachment, and self-worth. Until this child is heard, acknowledged, and healed, your twin flame will always trigger old wounds, regardless of their intentions. Ask yourself this question for a moment. Do I truly love my twin flame? Or am I chasing the parts of myself I never felt were enough? It's uncomfortable, but it's worth examining. Many people are unconsciously addicted to the drama of unresolved childhood wounds, mistaking it for passion or spiritual intensity. The old pattern, the projection of unmet needs, keeps you emotionally dependent. Your twin flame becomes less of a partner and more of a mirror, reflecting everything your inner child has yet to process. Here's another way to see it. Imagine your inner child as a little child standing behind you, whispering insecurities into your ear. You aren't lovable. You must earn their love. Don't let them go or you'll be abandoned. No matter how rational your adult mind is, these messages influence your behavior. You might cling, overcompensate, or overreact. You might apologize excessively, try to control situations, or feel jealous at the smallest sign of attention going elsewhere. In essence, your twin flame isn't the cause of these reactions. They are the catalyst, revealing what still lives within you. And this is where the trap lies. Without awareness, the old pattern repeats. Twin flame relationships often cycle through breakups and reunions, highs and lows, intensity and despair. Many people believe that the path to true connection is about finding the right twin flame or waiting for them to return. But the truth is deeper. The cycle continues until the inner child is healed. Until you learn to provide the love, security, and validation you were missing as a child, the twin flame will always hold the power to trigger pain. Let me give you a concrete scenario. Imagine a couple, Emily and Noah. Emily grew up feeling invisible, constantly overlooked by her parents. When she meets Noah, she experiences a connection unlike anything before. Intense, magnetic, almost overwhelming. Initially, she feels euphoric. But soon, subtle patterns emerge. Every moment Noah doesn't text back triggers panic. Every minor disagreement feels catastrophic. And every instance of perceived distance feels like rejection. Emily doesn't realize it, but her inner child is running the show. Noah hasn't changed. It's her unhealed child projecting fear and longing onto him. And here's the critical insight. Once Emily starts working on healing her inner child, everything shifts. She begins to recognize that her reactions are coming from within, not from Noah. She learns to soothe herself, validate her own feelings, and establish emotional boundaries. The intensity of the relationship changes not because Noah changes but because she does. What was once a roller coaster of anxiety and neediness becomes a conscious, joyful, and balanced connection. This is the transformation we're aiming for. Recognizing the old pattern, understanding the role of the inner child, and shifting the dynamic from dependency to choice. Your twin flame is no longer a parent substitute, no longer the source of your survival. Instead, they become a conscious participant in your love, a partner who reflects your wholeness rather than your incompleteness. So let me ask you again. Are you loving your twin flame for who they truly are, or are you unconsciously chasing your wounds? The answer to this question will determine the depth, freedom, and authenticity of your connection. Until you address the old pattern, you may find yourself repeating cycles of heartbreak, intensity, and longing. But once you confront it, once you recognize the mirror your twin flame holds up for you, a new kind of love emerges. A love that is grounded, conscious, and deeply freeing. Here's one final thought for this part. Your twin flame will always reflect something within you. They can illuminate your strengths, your passions, your highest potential. But they will also reflect your unhealed fears, insecurities, and inner child wounds. The intensity of the connection is not a sign that something is wrong with your twin flame. It's a sign that something is asking to be healed within you. And that is the secret many overlook. The real journey of twin flame relationships is never just about the other person. It is about the journey inward, about facing and embracing the parts of yourself that have been waiting, sometimes for decades, to be acknowledged and loved. In the next part of this series, we will explore the actual process of inner child healing and how it transforms the way you experience love, not just with your twin flame, but with yourself and everyone around you. We will dive into practical steps, emotional exercises, and real-life examples to help you reclaim your power, establish emotional sovereignty, and prepare for the kind of love that is no longer dependent, reactive, or fearful, but conscious, expansive, and free. By now, we've seen how the inner child can shape your relationships and why. Before healing, your twin flame may have become a mirror for unresolved childhood wounds. But awareness alone isn't enough. Seeing the problem is only the first step. The real transformation begins with action. Deliberate, compassionate, and often challenging action toward the child living inside you. Healing your inner child is not about forgetting the past, pretending nothing happened, or suppressing painful memories. On the contrary, it's about facing them, acknowledging them, and offering the love, validation, and safety you may never have received. It's about stepping into the role of both parent and protector for the vulnerable part of yourself. Let's take an example. Consider Emma, a woman who grew up in an environment where love was conditional. Her parents praised her only when she achieved something extraordinary, and criticism came quickly when she fell short. As a result, Emma carried the belief that she was never quite enough. She sought love externally, clinging to partners, especially her twin flame, hoping they would fill the void. Every minor sign of distance or disinterest triggered panic, jealousy, and anxiety. Emma's turning point came when she realized that no amount of external validation could soothe the child inside her. The pain, the longing, the fear. These were her child's emotions, and only she could fully hold them. This is the essence of inner child healing. Taking responsibility for the parts of yourself that have been seeking love outside for far too long. Step 1: Recognition, seeing your inner child. The first step is recognition. You must identify the child within and acknowledge their existence. This involves observing your emotional reactions, patterns, and triggers without judgment. When you feel disproportionately hurt, angry, or anxious, ask yourself, is this adult reaction, or is this my inner child speaking? For example, if you find yourself obsessing over a text your twin flame didn't reply to, or feeling panic when they take time to respond, pause. Ask, what am I really afraid of? Is it about them, or is it my inner child fearing abandonment? By naming the emotion and tracing it back to its origin, you create awareness. Awareness is the seed of healing. Step 2: Validation, listening to the child. Once recognized, your inner child must be validated. Children need to be seen and heard. They need acknowledgement that their feelings are legitimate. This step often surprises adults because we are conditioned to dismiss our vulnerability. But the child inside you isn't asking for logic or solutions. They're asking for empathy and recognition. Consider Liam, a man who grew up feeling invisible in his family. As an adult, he felt jealousy and anxiety in his twin flame connection. By sitting quietly and speaking to his inner child, saying, I see you. I know you feel scared and unseen. Your feelings are real and valid. He began to soften the old pain. Validation doesn't erase the hurt overnight, but it signals to your nervous system that it's safe to feel, safe to exist, and safe to love. Step 3: Nurturing, offering love and safety. Next comes nurturing. This is where you actively offer the love, reassurance, and care that your inner child missed. This can take many forms: words of affirmation, journaling letters to your child self, creating rituals that honor your emotions, or even physical gestures like hugging yourself or spending quality alone time. For example, Sophia, from our earlier discussion, began to leave little affirmations for herself each morning. You are enough. You are loved. You are safe. These daily practices rewired her brain over time, shifting her perception of self-worth from external validation to internal assurance. The act of nurturing transforms your inner child from a source of fear and dependency into a source of resilience, confidence, and self-love. Step 4: Integration, bridging child and adult self. Healing doesn't mean isolating the child or remaining trapped in nostalgia. It's about integration, allowing the inner child and adult self to coexist harmoniously. Integration means your child self feels seen, heard, and loved, while your adult self maintains boundaries, makes conscious choices, and engages in the world with clarity. Take Daniel, for instance. After nurturing his inner child, he found that he could participate in his twin flame relationship without being triggered by old insecurities. The child inside him still existed, but instead of controlling his emotions, it became a companion he could soothe, guide, and hold in moments of fear. Integration leads to emotional sovereignty. Your adult self is no longer hijacked by unprocessed childhood wounds. Step 5: Releasing expectations, letting go of dependency. One of the most profound transformations of inner child healing is the release of dependency. When your inner child is healed, you no longer require your twin flame to complete you, validate you, or save you. You begin to engage in love freely, intentionally, and consciously. Imagine Emily, who used to panic at every minor sign of her twin flame withdrawing. Through inner child work, She learned to separate her child's fears from her adult perspective. Now she could love without clinging, trust without doubt, and experience the connection without projecting old wounds. Her twin flame remained a source of joy and inspiration, but no longer a source of survival. Step 6. Embodying sovereignty, claiming emotional power. Sovereignty is the natural outcome of inner child healing. It's the state where you recognize, I am whole, I am complete, I am capable of giving myself love and security. You no longer need external validation to feel worthy. Your emotions, reactions, and choices come from conscious awareness, not automatic fear or habit. For twin flame connections, sovereignty transforms the dynamic. Instead of codependency, the relationship becomes a meeting of two whole, healed individuals. There is intimacy without entanglement, connection without control, and love without fear. Step 7. Storytelling example, the transformation in real life. Let's revisit Emma. Once overwhelmed by anxiety and dependence on her twin flame, she began her inner child healing journey. She recognized the child inside her, validated its fears, nurtured it daily, integrated it with her adult self, and released the need for external approval. The result? The same twin flame connection became a space of freedom, joy, and conscious love. She no longer panicked, she no longer clung, and she could engage fully in the relationship without losing herself. The child inside her was no longer a source of pain. It had become a source of depth, compassion, and resilience. Step 8. Key insights for viewers. 1. Your inner child influences every relationship, not just with your twin flame. 2. Healing your inner child is not optional if you want conscious, mature love. 3. Healing involves recognition, validation, nurturing, integration, and sovereignty. 4. Once healed, your twin flame becomes a partner, not a rescuer, and love becomes expansive, not constricting. Step 9. Reflection questions. To engage viewers, consider asking these questions directly. Can you identify moments in your relationship where your inner child is reacting, not your adult self? What does your inner child need to feel safe, seen, and loved today? How would your relationship change if you could nurture your inner child fully? Reflection questions help viewers internalize the concept and prepare them for the next step, seeing their twin flame in a new conscious light. Step 10. Leading into the next part. Inner child healing is not a one-time act. It's a journey, a daily practice, and a shift in consciousness. Once you begin this work, everything changes: your emotions, your reactions, and most importantly, your relationships. In the next part of this series, we will explore how this healing transforms the way you perceive your twin flame, moving from a figure of dependency to a mirror of conscious, mature love. Now that we've explored the journey of healing your inner child, it's time to address one of the most transformative shifts that occurs in a twin flame connection: how you see your twin flame. Before inner child healing, your perception of them is often clouded by projection, fear, and unmet needs. After healing, however, your perspective undergoes a radical transformation. Suddenly, you can engage with them not out of dependency, but from conscious choice, freedom, and profound understanding. Let's begin with a question that might feel uncomfortable. Do you truly love your twin flame for who they are? Or do you love the idea of them, the version you've created to fill your own gaps? For many, the distinction is subtle but critical. Before inner child healing, your twin flame often becomes a canvas for your unmet emotional needs. Every glance, word, or action is interpreted through the lens of past wounds. A delayed text triggers panic. A minor disagreement sparks intense fear. Even a loving gesture can feel insufficient if it doesn't align with the expectations of your inner child. You are not truly seeing them, you are seeing a reflection of yourself, or rather a reflection of the child inside you that has yet to feel whole. Take the example of Alex, a man who had always felt inadequate due to childhood criticism. When he met his twin flame, he was instantly captivated. On the surface, the connection was electric, profound, and transformative. Yet beneath the surface, Alex was reacting from the place of his unhealed inner child. Every perceived slight, every pause in communication, every moment of space between them triggered anxiety and fear. He was not experiencing the person as they truly were. He was experiencing his own unmet needs mirrored back at him. This is the essence of projection. Seeing your inner wounds in someone else, believing they are the source of your pain or the solution to your longing. It's why twin flame connections can feel so intense, addictive, and sometimes even torturous. The irony is that the more you try to control, fix, or get love from them, the more the old patterns tighten their grip. But here's the turning point. Once your inner child is healed, everything changes. You start to see your twin flame clearly. Their actions, words, and presence are no longer filtered through the lens of fear and insecurity. You recognize them as a separate soul, complete with their own journey, imperfections, and gifts. You no longer unconsciously assign them the role of rescuer, parent, or validator. Instead, you engage with them as a conscious, mature participant in a mutually empowering relationship. Let's bring in a concrete example. Sophia, whom we've met before, had struggled for years with dependency on her twin flame. Before inner child healing, her emotions were a roller coaster, triggered by old wounds of invisibility and neglect. After months of nurturing and integrating her inner child, she began to perceive her twin flame differently. The same behaviors that once caused panic now elicited understanding. The pauses in communication no longer felt like rejection, they were simply the other person living their life. Sophia's love shifted from need-based attachment to conscious appreciation. She was now free to love fully without fear, judgment, or desperation. This shift in perspective has profound implications. 1. From need to choice, love becomes a deliberate act, not a survival mechanism. You choose to engage, connect, and nurture the bond because it enhances your life, not because you fear losing yourself without it. 2. From projection to clarity, you can differentiate between your own triggers and the actions of your twin flame. You no longer blame them for your inner pain, and you no longer expect them to heal what is yours to heal. 3. From fear to presence. Instead of operating from a state of fear of abandonment, rejection, or inadequacy, you operate from presence. You respond consciously, not reactively. 4. From drama to depth. Intense conflicts become opportunities for growth and understanding, not sources of pain or validation seeking. Consider Emma, another example. She used to interpret every minor conflict as proof that her twin flame was about to leave. After inner child healing, she began noticing the same situations, but her reactions changed completely. She asked herself, "Is this really about them, or is it my old wounds speaking?" By responding from her adult self rather than reacting from her inner child, she created space for authentic communication, empathy, and connection. What was once anxiety became insight. What was once pain became understanding. One of the most striking transformations of this perspective shift is the realization that your twin flame is no longer the source of your wholeness. Before healing, it may have felt like your happiness, security, and sense of self-worth depended entirely on their presence. Every distance, disagreement, or perceived misstep created anxiety and emotional turbulence. After healing, you recognize that the wholeness you seek already exists within you. Your twin flame becomes a companion, not a lifeline. Their role is no longer to complete you, but to mirror back your growth, challenge you gently, and share in the beauty of conscious connection. This shift also dissolves one of the most common illusions in twin flame relationships: the idea that they are here to fix you or make you whole. Healing your inner child reveals the truth. No one can complete you. No external relationship, no matter how magical, can fill the gaps that exist within. Your twin flame's role is not to be a savior. It is to reflect your own healing, to support it, and to experience love with you as equals. Ask yourself, how would my interactions with my twin flame change if I were fully healed inside? If I were whole, self-loving, and sovereign? Imagine seeing them without the fog of fear or expectation. Imagine responding with clarity, empathy, and conscious love, rather than reacting from unresolved wounds. This is the freedom inner child healing brings. Another aspect of this transformation is the ability to honor boundaries. Before healing, boundaries can feel threatening, either to your child's sense of security or to the relationship itself. After healing, boundaries are no longer walls built from fear. They are expressions of self-respect, clarity, and conscious love. You can say yes and no freely without guilt, manipulation, or fear of abandonment. This healthy dynamic allows both partners to grow and thrive individually while remaining connected. Let's reflect on this through the story of Liam and Ava. Liam had always been anxious in his twin flame relationship, interpreting Ava's need for space as rejection. After working on his inner child, he began to recognize that the panic he felt was a voice from his past, not a reflection of Ava's actions. With this clarity, he could allow her the space she needed, respond from his adult self, and still maintain intimacy and love. Their connection deepened because it was now rooted in choice, freedom, and mutual respect, rather than fear and projection. Ultimately, shifting your perspective on your twin flame is about moving from attachment to conscious connection. It's about seeing them clearly, loving them freely, and engaging in the relationship from a place of emotional sovereignty. The intensity remains, yes, but now it is experienced as inspiration, passion, and growth, rather than anxiety, fear, or neediness. In the next part of this series, we will explore the concept of union within yourself, the inner union, and how this internal wholeness transforms not only your connection with your twin flame, but also every relationship in your life. You'll learn how integrating the inner child fully allows you to love without losing yourself, how it fosters conscious intimacy, and how it creates a love that is both liberating and deeply fulfilling. After healing your inner child and shifting your perspective on your twin flame, a new dimension of love emerges, one that is profoundly different from what most of us have experienced. This is mature love, the kind that is grounded not in fear, need, or dependency, but in conscious choice, presence, and emotional sovereignty. Understanding and embodying this kind of love is one of the most transformative aspects of the twin flame journey. Let's begin with a question. What does mature love actually look like? Many people mistake intense emotional highs, constant attention, or obsessive thinking for love. But true mature love is deeper, quieter, and more expansive. It is the love that flows naturally from a place of inner wholeness. It does not demand, it does not cling, and it does not create suffering. It is free, conscious, and empowering for both you and your twin flame. Before inner child healing, twin flame connections often feel like a roller coaster. The intensity can be intoxicating, but it is also volatile, dependent, and reactive. You may have experienced the push-pull dynamic, where moments of joy are immediately followed by anxiety, fear, or desperation. Every small action or reaction from your twin flame can trigger old wounds, leaving you feeling insecure, jealous, or inadequate. Take the example of Ava, a woman who had always sought external validation to feel worthy. Before working on her inner child, her twin flame relationship was filled with emotional turbulence. She constantly sought reassurance, analyzing every word, action, or pause. Her love was inseparable from fear, anxiety, and dependency. But once she began healing the child inside her, everything shifted. Step 1. Emotional sovereignty, owning your feelings. Mature love begins with emotional sovereignty. This means recognizing that your emotions, needs, and happiness originate within you, not from your twin flame. You are responsible for soothing, nurturing, and validating yourself, rather than expecting your partner to do it for you. Ava's breakthrough came when she realized, I can feel secure without his constant affirmation. I am enough on my own. This shift didn't make her love for her twin flame weaker. It made it stronger, more authentic, and more conscious. She could now express love freely without attachment, guilt, or fear of loss. Step 2. Conscious choice, loving freely, not out of need. Mature love is a matter of conscious choice rather than automatic reaction. Before healing, many people love out of need. They need attention, validation, or reassurance to feel safe. After healing, love becomes a deliberate act. You choose to engage, to share, to connect, because it enriches both your life and your twin flames, not because you fear being alone or unworthy. Imagine Liam, who once panicked whenever his twin flame took space. After inner child work, he could choose how to respond consciously. He could honor her needs without losing himself, creating a connection based on mutual respect and freedom. The intensity remained, but it was no longer anxiety-driven. It was curiosity-driven, compassionate, and conscious. Step 3. Integration, harmonizing the inner child and adult self. Mature love also requires integration. Your inner child may still exist, but it is no longer in control. Instead, your adult self is aware, compassionate, and present. You can hold your child's fears while acting from clarity and wisdom. For example, Sophia, from our earlier discussions, used to feel panic when her twin flame withdrew. Through integration, she learned to soothe her inner child while responding as an adult. She could acknowledge the fear without letting it dictate her actions. She could communicate calmly, set boundaries, and maintain intimacy without losing herself. This integration is the hallmark of mature love, the ability to balance vulnerability with sovereignty. Step 4. Non-attachment love without clinging. One of the most profound changes that occur with mature love is non-attachment. This does not mean you care less about your twin flame. It means you no longer cling, manipulate, or fear loss. You understand that love is a shared journey, not a guarantee of permanence or control. Consider Daniel, who once feared losing his twin flame to every minor disagreement. After inner child healing, he could experience the connection fully, without the need to control outcomes. He learned that love thrives in freedom, and that true intimacy emerges when both partners feel safe to be themselves, independent yet connected. Step 5. Healthy boundaries, protecting yourself and the connection. Mature love respects boundaries, both yours and your twin flames. Boundaries are not walls built from fear. They are conscious choices that preserve emotional well-being, personal space, and mutual respect. Emma, for example, used to ignore her own needs to avoid conflict, fearing that asserting boundaries would push her twin flame away. After healing, she could say no when necessary, communicate her needs clearly, and respect his boundaries as well. This shift strengthened the relationship rather than weakening it. Boundaries create safety, trust, and space for genuine connection. Step 6. Mirror, not lifeline, redefining the role of your twin flame. After inner child healing, the twin flame relationship transforms from a lifeline into a mirror. Your partner no longer holds the power to make you feel worthy or secure. They reflect your growth, your wholeness, and your capacity for love. For instance, Sophia could now appreciate her twin flame's presence without needing him to fix or validate her. She saw him as a co-traveler, a mirror of her own consciousness, and a companion in joy and growth. This perspective allows the relationship to evolve into something sacred and conscious, rather than dependent and reactive. Step 7. Storytelling example, transformation in action. Let's look at a couple, Ava and Liam. Before inner child work, their twin flame connection was intense, passionate, and volatile. Ava's fear of abandonment and Liam's need for validation fueled constant cycles of tension. After months of inner child healing, both could approach the relationship from maturity and sovereignty. Ava could express her love freely without clinging or fear. Liam could honor his own space without guilt or anxiety. Conflicts became opportunities for understanding, not triggers for panic. Their love deepened not through intensity or need, but through presence, choice, and conscious engagement. The same connection existed, but the quality of love transformed entirely. Step 8. Key takeaways for mature love. 1. Mature love originates from within, not from external validation. 2. Emotional sovereignty allows conscious responses rather than reactive patterns. 3. Integration of the inner child creates depth, compassion, and stability. 4. Non-attachment fosters freedom, trust, and true intimacy. 5. Boundaries protect both the individual and the relationship. 6. Your twin flame becomes a mirror, not a lifeline, reflecting growth, not dependency. Step 9. Reflection questions for viewers. To deepen engagement, pose these questions. How does your inner child influence the way you love today? Are you choosing to love consciously, or reacting from past wounds? What boundaries or practices could help you cultivate mature, conscious love? Encourage viewers to journal, reflect, or discuss these questions with a trusted friend or coach. Step 10. Leading into the next part. Having cultivated mature love through inner child healing, we are now ready to explore the next transformative concept, inner union. This is the internal alignment of all parts of yourself: inner child, adult self, and higher consciousness. Inner union allows love to flow freely, deeply, and unconditionally, regardless of whether your twin flame is physically present. In the next part of this series, we will examine how inner union transforms not just your twin flame relationship, but your entire experience of love, joy, and self-mastery. You'll learn to cultivate a love that is self-sustaining, conscious, and liberate it from old patterns of fear and dependency. After healing your inner child and cultivating mature love, the final transformative step in your twin flame journey is inner union. This is the state where all parts of yourself, the inner child, the adult self, and your higher consciousness, are aligned and integrated. It is a love that is complete within itself, not dependent on anyone else, even your twin flame. It is the ultimate liberation, a union of your heart, mind, and soul. Imagine this. Many people enter twin flame connections believing that union is about finding the other person. That reunion, that completion will somehow make them whole. But here is the paradox. The twin flame relationship can only reflect your wholeness. It cannot create it. Without inner union, love is always tinged with fear, longing, or dependency. The twin flame becomes a trigger, a mirror, or a need rather than a companion. Inner union changes everything. Once you achieve this alignment, your twin flame is no longer your lifeline, your rescuer, or the source of your validation. You are complete on your own. Their presence is beautiful, enhancing, and inspiring, but their absence does not diminish you. You have learned to provide yourself the love, safety, and recognition you once sought externally. Step 1. Understanding inner union. Inner union is the conscious integration of all parts of yourself. It is the recognition that your inner child's needs, your adult desires, and your higher purpose can coexist harmoniously. This integration allows you to act, love, and create from a place of completeness rather than lack. Consider Emma from our previous examples. After months of healing, she could acknowledge her inner child's fears while simultaneously engaging as an empowered adult in her relationship. She could love her twin flame deeply without losing herself in anxiety or neediness. She could enjoy their presence without attachment to outcomes. This is inner union in practice, a seamless harmony of vulnerability, strength, and consciousness. Step 2. Self-love as the foundation. At the heart of inner union is radical self-love. You no longer seek love primarily from outside yourself. Instead, you cultivate it internally, through practices that nourish your mind, body, and spirit. This includes affirmations, mindfulness, journaling, self-care, and conscious reflection. Sophia's journey illustrates this beautifully. Before inner child healing, she chased her twin flame's approval constantly. After nurturing and integrating her inner child, she began daily practices to honor herself. She wrote letters to her younger self, meditated on her worthiness, and allowed herself joy without external validation. Over time, she felt a profound sense of completeness, one that no one else could take away. Step 3. Emotional sovereignty reinforced. Inner union reinforces emotional sovereignty. You no longer outsource your happiness, security, or self-worth to your twin flame, or anyone else. Your emotions arise from a grounded, integrated center. When conflicts arise or when your twin flame is absent, you can hold yourself with compassion rather than panic, resentment, or neediness. Take Liam, who previously panicked at every moment of distance. After inner union practices, he could hold the tension with calmness. The fear of abandonment no longer dictated his responses. He could send a loving message, honor his twin flame's space, and remain internally stable, fully aware that his wholeness did not depend on her presence. Step 4. Loving consciously, freely, and without attachment. Inner union allows love without attachment. You can engage fully with passion and intimacy, yet without clinging or dependency. Love becomes a shared experience of presence, choice, and freedom, rather than a reaction to fear or unmet needs. Daniel's example is instructive. He once believed that missing texts or minor disagreements were existential threats. Through inner union, he learned to perceive his twin flame's actions without internalizing them as judgments on his worth. Love became a conscious choice, experienced fully and freely, rather than a survival mechanism. Step 5. The role of the twin flame in inner union. Your twin flame's role shifts dramatically in this stage. They are no longer a source of completion or healing. They are a mirror and co-creator of conscious love. They reflect your wholeness, inspire growth, and share in the experience of mature, conscious connection. Sophia noticed this subtle transformation in her connection. Her twin flame was still magnetic, still deeply connected, yet the pressure of needing him to fill a void had disappeared. Conflicts became opportunities for understanding, joy became more profound, and presence became richer. The relationship evolved from reactive to conscious, from dependency to partnership, from chaos to harmony. Step 6. Freedom and acceptance. A critical aspect of inner union is freedom and acceptance. Accepting your twin flame as they are, without trying to fix, control, or manipulate. You accept their presence or absence as part of life's flow. Love no longer equals attachment, and absence no longer equals pain. Emma experienced this when her twin flame had to take a temporary step back for personal growth. Instead of panic or obsession, she felt peace. Her love remained intact, flowing freely, unbound by circumstance. Inner union allows you to embrace impermanence without suffering, because your sense of self and capacity for love resides within you, not externally. Step 7. Storytelling example. Union beyond dependency. Let's revisit Ava and Liam. Before inner child healing, their connection was intense but turbulent. After months of work, both had achieved significant emotional integration. They could engage with each other fully, yet independently. Ava no longer needed constant reassurance. Liam no longer felt insecure at moments of distance. Their love became a co-creation. Present, conscious, free, and expansive. Inner union allowed them to enjoy each other's presence fully, and to remain grounded during absence. They could celebrate each other's growth, embrace vulnerability without fear, and experience intimacy as conscious participants rather than desperate dependents. The relationship became a reflection of internal wholeness, not a substitute for it. Step 8. Reflection questions for viewers. To help viewers internalize the concept of inner union, ask, can you feel whole and complete, regardless of your twin flame's presence? Do you love them for who they are, or for what they provide you emotionally? What daily practices help you maintain emotional sovereignty and self-love? Encourage viewers to journal their responses, meditate on them, or discuss them with a trusted friend or coach to deepen their understanding. Step 9. Key insights. 1. Inner union is the integration of your inner child, adult self, and higher consciousness. 2. It allows love that is conscious, free, and independent of external validation. 3. Emotional sovereignty ensures that your happiness and self-worth originate from within. 4. Mature love becomes a co-creative, conscious experience, not a survival mechanism. 5. Your twin flame becomes a mirror and companion, not a lifeline or rescuer. 6. Inner union enables peace, freedom, and joy whether your twin flame is present or absent. Step 10. Leading into the conclusion. Inner union is the culmination of the twin flame journey. It is the stage where pain transforms into freedom, fear transforms into trust, and dependency transforms into conscious, mature love. It is the realization that your wholeness does not depend on anyone else. It already exists within you. In the final parts of this series, we will explore how to embody this inner union fully in daily life, how it changes the dynamic of your twin flame connection, and how it allows you to love without suffering, whether your twin flame remains in your life or moves on. This is the essence of liberation, conscious love, and inner peace. A love that transcends attachment, fear, and expectation, radiating outward from the core of your healed, whole self. By now, you have journeyed through the stages of healing your inner child, cultivating mature love, and achieving inner union. You have learned to nurture yourself, establish emotional sovereignty, and engage with your twin flame from a place of conscious choice and freedom. But there is one final layer that brings everything together. The inner connection, the sacred union within yourself that transforms love into a state of liberation, depth, and joy. Inner connection is more than self-love or inner union alone. It is a living awareness of your wholeness, a continuous practice of presence, alignment, and conscious engagement with your emotions, desires, and purpose. It is what allows love to flow freely, deeply, and consciously, whether your twin flame is near, distant, or even absent. This is the ultimate stage of the twin flame journey, loving fully without suffering, and loving consciously without dependency. Step 1. Recognizing true inner connection. True inner connection begins with the recognition that your emotional world does not require external validation to be complete. Before healing, Many of us unconsciously seek this validation from our twin flame. Every pause, every disagreement, or even perceived distance can trigger old patterns of fear, jealousy, or inadequacy. Consider Emma, who we've met in previous examples. Before inner child healing, she interpreted her twin flame's occasional silence as rejection. Her anxiety escalated, and she found herself clinging, overanalyzing, and doubting her worth. After integrating her inner child and practicing inner union, she realized, my wholeness does not depend on their presence. My love is complete within me. This shift in awareness transforms every interaction. You begin to see your twin flame not as a lifeline, but as a mirror, a reflection of your inner state. When you feel centered, you perceive the relationship through clarity and compassion rather than fear. The bond deepens because it is built on freedom and mutual respect, not neediness or attachment. Step 2. Cultivating emotional presence. Emotional presence is the heart of inner connection. It is the ability to experience your emotions fully without judgment and without projection onto your twin flame. This presence allows you to respond consciously rather than react unconsciously. Sophia, from our earlier discussions, provides a vivid example. In her previous twin flame relationship, small conflicts sparked disproportionate emotional reactions. After months of inner child and inner union work, she practiced observing her emotions without judgment. I notice fear. I notice insecurity. They are part of me, but they do not define me. By cultivating this awareness, Sophia could engage with her twin flame from a grounded, conscious place. She felt love without panic, connection without anxiety, and intimacy without desperation. Emotional presence allows you to experience your relationship fully while maintaining inner stability, clarity, and freedom. Step 3. Living from self-validation. Inner connection is sustained through self-validation. You no longer require external reassurance to feel worthy, secure, or loved. Your sense of self is anchored internally, independent of your twin flame's actions or attention. Daniel, a man who previously experienced obsessive anxiety in his twin flame relationship, illustrates this point. Before inner child work, he constantly sought his partner's approval, interpreting silence or disagreement as rejection. After nurturing his inner child and establishing inner union, he practiced daily affirmations and conscious self-validation. I am enough. I am whole. I am capable of giving myself love. This practice shifted his experience completely. He no longer reacted from fear but engaged from clarity and intentionality. His twin flame's presence became a gift, not a necessity, and the relationship transformed from reactive dependence to conscious co-creation. Step 4. Conscious love as a shared experience. With inner connection established, love with your twin flame becomes a shared experience, not a dependency. Mature twin flame love is not about completion or rescue. It is about conscious choice, alignment, and presence. Ava and Liam's story from Part 7 illustrates this transformation beautifully. Once consumed by fear and need, they now experience love as a conscious collaboration. They enjoy intimacy and connection without controlling or expecting. They allow each other space, celebrate individuality, and co-create joy. The intensity remains, but it is rooted in presence, freedom, and mutual respect. Love becomes expansive rather than constricting, liberating rather than binding. Step 5. Embracing impermanence and freedom. A hallmark of inner connection and true union is embracing impermanence. You understand that nothing is guaranteed in life or love, and yet, you are free from suffering because your foundation is internal, not external. Consider Sophia again. When her twin flame needed time apart for personal growth, she could embrace the space without panic. Her love remained intact, flowing freely from her inner wholeness. She had learned the paradoxical truth of mature twin flame love. You can love deeply, yet remain free. You can embrace impermanence, yet experience profound connection. This acceptance of impermanence is what allows love to transcend dependency and pain. It is a reflection of spiritual maturity and emotional sovereignty. an understanding that love exists beyond circumstance, and fulfillment resides within. Step 6. The role of practice and daily alignment. Inner connection is not a one-time achievement. It is a daily practice. Practices such as meditation, journaling, reflection, conscious breathing, affirmations, and mindfulness cultivate awareness and maintain your alignment with your inner union. Daily practices reinforce the ability to respond consciously rather than react from old patterns. They deepen self-love, stabilize emotional sovereignty, and expand the capacity for conscious love with your twin flame. For instance, Liam dedicates 10 minutes every morning to journaling about his emotional state, his needs, and his intentions for conscious engagement. This simple practice allows him to remain centered, present, and loving, regardless of external circumstances. His inner connection becomes the source of both his stability and his relational depth. Step 7. Storytelling example full circle transformation. Let's revisit Emma's journey. She once experienced anxiety, dependency, and fear in her twin flame connection. Through inner child healing, she nurtured the parts of herself that felt unworthy and unseen. Through inner union, she integrated those aspects, claiming emotional sovereignty and conscious choice. Now, with inner connection established, Emma experiences a love that is free, conscious, and joyful. She no longer fears absence, clings to presence, or projects her insecurities. Her twin flame becomes a mirror, a companion, and a co-creator in love, but not a source of survival. The relationship flourishes because Emma's inner world is stable, complete, and radiant. Step 8. Reflection questions for viewers. Encourage viewers to engage deeply with the concept of inner connection. Do you feel whole regardless of your twin flame's presence? How do you respond to conflict, distance, or impermanence in love? What daily practices help you stay connected to your inner wholeness and emotional sovereignty? Inviting reflection helps viewers internalize the teachings and recognize where old patterns may still arise, even after healing. Step 9. Key insights for true union. 1. Inner connection is the conscious awareness of your wholeness, integrated across inner child, adult self, and higher consciousness. 2. Love flows freely when you are internally aligned, independent of external validation. 3. Emotional presence allows you to experience intimacy without attachment or fear. 4. Self-validation ensures stability, even in the face of absence or impermanence. 5. Mature twin flame love is a shared, conscious experience, not a need-driven dynamic. 6. Daily practices of mindfulness, reflection, and self-love maintain alignment and deepen connection. 7. The ultimate gift. Freedom to love fully, whether your twin flame remains or moves on. Step 10. Preparing for the final message. Inner connection and true union mark the heart of liberation in the twin flame journey. Here you experience love not as a need, but as a conscious, chosen, and free expression of your wholeness. This state allows you to engage fully with your twin flame, enjoy intimacy, and cultivate a deeply satisfying relational experience, without fear, pain, or dependency. In the next part of the series, we will bring everything together, reflecting on the ultimate message of twin flame relationships after inner child healing. We will explore how union, conscious love, and inner connection create a life where joy, freedom, and emotional sovereignty are the foundation, whether your twin flame stays or moves on. You will discover the essence of a love that is fully mature, fully conscious, and fully liberating. We have journeyed together through the stages of healing your inner child, cultivating mature love, achieving inner union, and creating deep inner connection. Now we arrive at the culmination of the twin flame journey, fully mature love anchored in inner union. This is the stage where love is no longer a source of anxiety, fear, or neediness. Instead, it becomes a conscious, liberating, and empowering experience. At this point, the twin flame relationship is no longer about dependency. It is a mirror, a co-creative space, and a shared journey of growth. The critical question now arises: what happens when your twin flame is present, or when they are not? The answer lies in the mastery of inner union. You can experience love fully, whether they are physically near, emotionally distant, or even absent. The relationship is no longer the source of your wholeness. It is an expression of it. Step 1. Understanding fully mature love. Fully mature love is grounded in self-sufficiency, emotional sovereignty, and conscious choice. It is the love that emerges when you have healed your inner child, integrated your adult self, and established inner union. In this state, love is no longer reactive. You do not cling, you do not fear, and you do not project. Consider Sophia. Before inner child healing, her love for her twin flame was intertwined with fear, need, and insecurity. After inner union, she could love fully without losing herself. Her joy, stability, and worth were internal. The relationship no longer triggered old wounds. It reflected her growth and expansion. Love became a conscious, shared experience rather than a desperate quest for validation. Fully mature love is distinguished by 3 key qualities. 1. Presence. You are fully engaged in the moment, appreciating your twin flame without clinging or fear. 2. Freedom. Both partners experience autonomy, allowing for personal growth, space, and independence. 3. Integration. Emotional, mental, and spiritual aspects of yourself are harmonized, enabling deep, conscious connection. Step 2. Loving without dependency. Dependency is often the hidden trap in twin flame relationships. It manifests as emotional reactivity, anxiety over absence, or the compulsion to control your twin flame's actions. Healing the inner child and achieving inner union dissolve this dependency. Ava's story illustrates this transformation. She once reacted to every perceived slight or pause in communication with fear and anxiety. After months of inner child work and integration, she could remain grounded, respond consciously, and maintain intimacy without losing herself. Her love for her twin flame became a choice rather than a survival mechanism. The freedom that comes from non-dependency is liberating. You no longer equate your self-worth or happiness with the presence of another. Instead, love becomes a shared journey, enhancing life rather than defining it. Step 3. Embracing both presence and absence. Fully mature love thrives on acceptance of impermanence. Your twin flame may be present, distant, or even absent, and yet your inner world remains stable and complete. This ability to embrace both presence and absence is a hallmark of inner union and conscious love. Daniel, for example, used to panic whenever his twin flame took a step back. After inner child healing and inner union practices, he embraced the absence with acceptance. Their absence does not diminish my love or my wholeness. I am complete within myself. The result? His connection deepened, not through control but through freedom, trust, and mutual respect. Step 4. Boundaries as expressions of love. Fully mature love incorporates healthy boundaries. Boundaries are not walls of fear. They are conscious choices that protect your energy, maintain respect, and honor both partners' autonomy. Emma experienced this with clarity. She once ignored her needs to avoid conflict, fearing rejection. After inner union, she learned to communicate her boundaries calmly and lovingly. She said yes when it aligned with her values and no when necessary without guilt. Boundaries became a natural expression of self-respect, strengthening both her inner union and the relationship itself. Step 5. The mirror effect of twin flame love. One of the most profound aspects of fully mature love is the mirror effect. Your twin flame no longer completes you. They reflect your wholeness back to you. Their presence or absence simply mirrors the depth of your own inner integration. Sophia noticed this subtle but transformative shift. She no longer needed her twin flame to soothe insecurities or fill voids. Their relationship became a co-created space where both partners reflected and inspired growth. Challenges became opportunities for awareness rather than sources of suffering. Their love flourished in mutual reflection rather than dependency. Step 6. Storytelling example, the transformation in action. Let's revisit Ava and Liam. Previously, their relationship was intense but fraught with anxiety, fear, and attachment. After inner child healing and inner union, everything shifted. Ava could express love freely without clinginess. Liam could honor space without fear. Conflicts became opportunities for conscious dialogue, not triggers for panic. The intensity remained, but it was now empowering rather than chaotic. Their connection evolved from a reactive, dependent bond to a mature, conscious, and liberating partnership. Love was no longer about survival, it was about presence, choice, and shared growth. Step 7. The role of daily practices in maintaining mature love. Fully mature love is maintained through daily alignment practices, mindfulness and meditation to remain grounded and present, journaling to process emotions and clarify intentions, self-love rituals to reinforce emotional sovereignty, conscious reflection on interactions to respond rather than react. Liam's morning journaling, Sophia's daily meditation, and Emma's reflective walks are examples of small, consistent practices that preserve inner union and maintain conscious love. These routines help you stay aligned, centered, and capable of loving without suffering. Step 8. Reflection questions for viewers. To deepen understanding and engagement, encourage viewers to reflect. Do you feel complete and whole independent of your twin flame's presence? How do you respond to conflicts, distance, or impermanence in love? What daily practices help you maintain inner union and conscious love? These questions invite self-awareness, which is critical for sustaining fully mature twin flame love. Step 9. Key insights for fully mature love. 1. Fully mature love flows from inner union and inner child healing, not dependency or fear. 2. Emotional sovereignty allows love to be conscious, free, and empowering. 3. Boundaries and self-validation support respect, autonomy, and conscious engagement. 4. The twin flame relationship becomes a mirror and co-creative space, not a lifeline. 5. Presence and absence are embraced equally, without panic or suffering. 6. Daily practices of mindfulness, journaling, and self-care maintain alignment and connection. 7. The ultimate gift. Loving without suffering, whether your twin flame stays or moves on. Step 10. Preparing for the final part, integration and closing message. Inner union and fully mature love mark the pinnacle of the twin flame journey. Here, love is no longer a source of pain. It is a conscious, liberating, and joyful expression of your wholeness. You have the capacity to love deeply, engage consciously, and experience intimacy without fear or need. In the final part of this series, we will reflect on the ultimate message of the twin flame journey after inner child healing. We will explore how this profound love transforms not only your relationship but your entire life, allowing you to experience union, freedom, and emotional sovereignty, regardless of whether your twin flame is present or absent. This is the essence of conscious, mature love. Complete, liberating, and enduring. We have reached the final stage of the twin flame journey, a place of profound integration, conscious love, and inner freedom. By now you have traveled through the deep layers of your psyche, healing your inner child, cultivating mature love, achieving inner union, and nurturing inner connection. All of these steps culminate in a transformative truth. You are complete and whole, whether your twin flame is present or not. This is the essence of conscious, mature love. It is the realization that the source of love, joy, and fulfillment resides within you, not in another person. Your twin flame is no longer your savior, your rescuer, or the key to your happiness. They are a companion, a mirror, and a co-creator of conscious love, but the foundation of that love is always within you. Step 1. The nature of inner union. Inner union is the integration of all parts of yourself, the inner child, the adult self, and your higher consciousness, into a harmonious whole. It is the internal alignment that allows you to experience life and love fully, without fear or dependency. Think of inner union as a radiant light within. Before healing, that light was dimmed by fears, insecurities, and unmet needs. The inner child sought validation, attention, and approval from your twin flame. This need often created cycles of pain, anxiety, and emotional turbulence. After inner child healing and conscious integration, the light shines brighter. You no longer project your needs onto your twin flame. You are able to embrace love freely, respond consciously, and enjoy connection without clinging or desperation. The relationship becomes a reflection of your internal harmony, not a substitute for it. Step 2. Mature love in practice. Mature love is the natural expression of inner union. It is a love that 1. Flows freely without fear or attachment. 2. Respects boundaries and honors both partners' autonomy. 3. Engages in conscious choice rather than reactive patterns. 4. Thrives on presence, joy, and emotional sovereignty. Consider Emma and Liam from earlier examples. Their relationship evolved from chaotic dependency to conscious partnership. Conflicts became opportunities for understanding, space became a gift rather than a threat, and love became a shared, empowering experience. In mature love, the emotional highs and lows of early twin flame dynamics are replaced with stability, trust, and depth. You can experience passion without obsession, intimacy without desperation, and presence without fear. Step 3. Loving with or without your twin flame. Perhaps the most liberating realization is that your love does not depend on your twin flame's presence. This may feel paradoxical, especially for those who have spent years seeking reunion, alignment, or validation from their twin flame. The truth is simple. The power of your love exists within you. The twin flame relationship enhances your growth and mirrors your wholeness, but it does not create it. You can experience profound love even in their absence. Take Sophia's journey. When her twin flame needed space for personal growth, she felt peace instead of panic. Her love remained intact and conscious, flowing freely from her inner union. The relationship became a conscious co-creation, free of fear and attachment, anchored in her own wholeness. This is the ultimate message of twin flame mastery. Your capacity to love and be loved is not determined by another person. Step 4. Freedom as the core of love. Freedom is the cornerstone of fully mature twin flame love. Freedom allows you to love without clinging, embrace impermanence without suffering, celebrate your twin flame's growth without control, remain grounded and whole regardless of external circumstances. Liam exemplifies this. He once felt trapped by his fear of losing his twin flame. Through inner union, conscious practices, and emotional sovereignty, he discovered freedom. He could participate fully in the relationship while remaining unattached to outcomes. He could love without losing himself. Freedom does not weaken love, it strengthens it. It allows love to be a conscious act, an expression of your inner wholeness, and a source of joy rather than pain. Step 5. Storytelling example full circle integration. Let's revisit Ava and Liam one final time. In the beginning, their connection was intense, addictive, and reactive. Each moment of doubt or distance triggered insecurity, anxiety, and emotional turbulence. Through months of inner child healing, conscious reflection, and inner union, they transformed their experience. Ava nurtured her inner child, reclaimed her emotional sovereignty, and established inner connection. Liam did the same. Now their love is conscious, expansive, and liberating. They can enjoy each other's presence fully, and they can also honor absence with equanimity. Conflicts become opportunities for growth, and intimacy becomes a shared expression of wholeness. They have achieved love without suffering, demonstrating the power of inner union and mature twin flame love. Step 6. Daily practices for maintaining inner union and mature love. Maintaining inner union and mature love requires consistent, conscious practices. 1. Meditation and mindfulness. Stay grounded, present, and connected to your inner self. 2. Journaling and reflection. Process emotions consciously, clarify intentions, and track growth. 3. Affirmations and self-love rituals. Reinforce your worth, wholeness, and emotional sovereignty. 4. Boundaries. Protect your energy and honor both your needs and your twin flame's autonomy. 5. Gratitude and presence. Celebrate love and connection without attachment to outcomes. These practices strengthen inner union and allow you to embody love fully, whether your twin flame is physically present or not. Step 7. Reflection questions for viewers. Invite viewers to pause and reflect. Can you feel complete and whole regardless of your twin flame's presence? Are you loving consciously or reacting from past patterns and unmet needs? What daily practices can you commit to in order to maintain inner union and mature love? Encourage journaling, meditation, or discussion with a trusted friend or coach. Reflection deepens awareness and helps viewers internalize the transformative principles of twin flame mastery. Step 8. Key takeaways. The ultimate truth of twin flame love. 1. Wholeness is internal. Your fulfillment, joy, and love do not depend on your twin flame. 2. Inner union is the foundation. Integrating your inner child, adult self, and higher consciousness allows love to flow consciously. 3. Mature love is conscious and free. Love becomes a choice, not a reaction to fear or need. 4. Freedom and presence are central. You can embrace both connection and impermanence without suffering. 5. Boundaries and self-validation empower love. They protect your energy while honoring autonomy. 6. Your twin flame is a mirror, not a lifeline. Their presence enhances growth but does not define your worth. 7. Love without suffering is possible. Inner union allows you to love deeply, fully, and consciously, whether your twin flame stays or moves on. Step 9. Integrating the journey. The twin flame journey is not about chasing reunion or seeking external validation. It is about healing, growing, and integrating all aspects of yourself, so that love becomes conscious, free, and fulfilling. From inner child healing to inner union, each step prepares you to love without fear and engage with your twin flame from a place of wholeness. You learn to nurture yourself before seeking love externally, establish emotional sovereignty and conscious choice, love freely without clinging, attachment, or neediness, embrace impermanence and honor freedom for yourself and your twin flame. Ultimately, the journey is a reflection of your own growth, consciousness, and empowerment. Step 10. Call to action. Embodying freedom and conscious love. Dear viewers, the twin flame journey is not about finding completion outside yourself. It is about cultivating wholeness, presence, and mature love within yourself, and bringing that energy into every relationship, especially with your twin flame. Take these steps forward. 1. Commit to daily practices that strengthen your inner union. 2. Reflect on your emotional patterns and heal your inner child. 3. Practice conscious love. Choose love freely rather than reacting from fear. 4. Embrace impermanence. Love deeply, yet remain grounded in your own wholeness. 5. Celebrate your growth and the conscious love you can share, whether your twin flame is near or far. You are capable of loving fully, consciously, and freely. You can experience union, presence, and joy without suffering. Your twin flame is a beautiful reflection of your wholeness, but the true union resides within you. Dizzy, remember, the most profound love you will ever know is the love you give yourself. Cultivate it, honor it, and let it radiate. Whether your twin flame stays or moves on, you are whole, free, and capable of conscious, mature love. YouTube description example, 300+ words. Have you ever wondered why your twin flame connection feels so intense yet painful at times? The truth is, before twin flame healing, many of us unconsciously seek completion from our twin flame, which triggers cycles of dependency, anxiety, and emotional turbulence. In this video series, we explore the transformative journey of inner child healing and inner union, guiding you toward a love that is conscious, free, and deeply fulfilling. Through the process of twin flame healing, you will learn how to nurture your inner child, reclaim emotional sovereignty, and experience mature love that flows naturally from within. We break down the stages of healing step by step, showing how your twin flame can become a mirror, a co-creator, and a partner in conscious love, without being your source of validation. By achieving inner union, you integrate all parts of yourself: inner child, adult self, and higher consciousness, allowing you to love fully while staying grounded, regardless of your twin flame's presence. This journey teaches you how to embrace impermanence, honor boundaries, and engage with your twin flame in a way that feels empowering rather than draining. Whether your twin flame is near, distant, or even absent, twin flame healing ensures you experience love without suffering. You will discover how conscious practices, reflection, and daily alignment allow you to radiate joy, presence, and wholeness. This series is perfect for anyone seeking inner child healing, inner union, or the freedom to love consciously. Glowing Star, don't wait for your twin flame to complete you. Start your journey of self-love and twin flame healing today. Watch, reflect, and subscribe for more insights into conscious love, inner growth, and union without attachment. Call to action, CTA in description. Subscribe now to explore the full twin flame healing journey. Comment below your experiences with inner child healing and conscious love. Share this video with someone who is on their twin flame journey. Hashtags: 500 characters total. Twin flame healing, inner child healing, inner union, mature love, conscious love, twin flame journey, self-love, emotional sovereignty, spiritual growth, union without attachment, healing journey, mindful love, relationship healing, soul connection, love freely.